Can everybody hear me? Yep. All right. I'm going to read a script this time, so if you hear the first one. Okay, so good morning. We're here to introduce you to Cubigo, a cloud-based community and management tool designed to connect prospects, residents, families, and staff in senior living communities like Kendall through a comprehensive suite of services. These include things like activities, maintenance, housekeeping, dining, and transportation. Kendall at Lexington is not using Cubigo in a vacuum. All of the Kendall Corporation will be transitioning to this product. Why are we transitioning to Cubigo? Our current resident safety and care system, so the pull cords and the pets, is provided by Status Solutions. They have been our provider since 2007 and have not, in the intervening years, meaningfully updated the system here at Kendall at Lexington to take advantage of advances in communication and integration technologies. Our contract with them expires on March 31st, 2025. Concurrent with that contract expiration, we will lose access to Katie. For this reason, we have been actively pursuing contracts with other vendors to upgrade our capabilities in these important systems. The first product we're bringing online is a transition to Cubigo. So we've been doing this in stages. The stage that Stephanie's going to show you today is how to access your points and how to make a table reservation for the restaurant starting December 1st. But we will be transitioning over from Katie to Cubigo from a resident engagement standpoint no later than March 31st, 2025. So it's going to happen in stages. Please be patient with us as we roll it out. We're going to have some training sessions along the way. Becky is here to support you. I'm here. Stephanie's here. Ask somebody if you can't get in. We are happy to come to your residence and get you into the system, and then we'll also have some one-on-one training sessions in the coming weeks. So, without further ado, let's hand it over to Stephanie.
All right, thank you. Welcome, everyone. As you came in today, and if you are joining us again, you have your quick start guide. This kind of gives us a little FAQs in the beginning. The main thing that we will be focused on trying to access the system will be this last page, which will be through the browser. Please just hold on to these as everyone has a unique login, and that will be your login going forward. It cannot be changed, so just be sure to hold on to it. So with that, just have a few things on the PowerPoint. Again, this will be the last page that we will be focused mainly on as far as the computer browser. When you, this afternoon after this meeting, I will be sending out invites. They will come to you to the email address that is your login, and it will come from Cubigo. You will use that link in that email to get to Kendall Connect. It will prompt you to change your password. If you navigate a different way and use the password that is on your handout, please be sure to go in and change your password, which I will show you here in just a minute for security reasons. When you log into Cubigo, going through that link, this will be your home page. There will be an information box here where you can go in, and same as Katie, you can go to the staff directory or the resident directory. So when we built this system, we mirrored all the information that was in Katie and tried to transfer all of that over as far as phone numbers and emails. To get back to the home page, just go up here and click on Home. So we will go into the profile. Everyone's picture was transferred over, so there will be your picture up here in this top right corner. You can click on that and go to Profile. Okay, so under Account, you will see your email, which is your login access. Again, if you go a different route other than the link in the email you receive and get into the system, we strongly encourage you to go right here and update your password. To do that would be the old password, which is what is on your handout, and then you put in your new one and then repeat it again. But if you go through the link in the email, it will prompt you to update that password. Then you can go to personal. So there's a lot of information in here that you can update. You can put your address, your date of birth. You can personalize this if you would like. So that others, if you want others to see it, it can be shared, or it can be hidden. Right now, everyone's is hidden. So you can go in and update that. To do that, you'll go here under privacy. And you can see here hidden or visible. To make that change, just click on the button and the drop down, and you can select it from here. The only information that is shown on each person's profile, again, is mirrored what is on Katie's. So if it was visible on Katie, it is visible in here. The main thing we're here to talk about today is to give you guys access to your points. It is under My Membership. I know that that doesn't sound, is not meaningful to you guys, so we have reached out to Cubigo and they have sent it to their developers to change that possibly to something more meaningful, such as dining points or My Meals. Keep in mind that not every affiliate has points, others have declining balances, so it would probably be more like My Meals or something, but we have asked them if we can make that change. From here, when you click on My Membership, you will see your points right here on the left. You guys will not see that, so disregard, but your points will be right here. To view your charges, you will click on View Transactions. And I'm going to change this date because this is a test and we haven't done anything with it for a little bit to show you some more information.
Stephanie, can you make it bigger?
How are we supposed to see that?
Move up front.
So within this, we'll give you a detail of all of your points, transactions that are happening in the dining room. There are no changes as you go through the line. If you go through by the grill, if you go through the buffet, your cafe, your groceries, there are no changes on how any of that is being processed. It is just through a different system. To view, if you had a question on, okay, well, why is this $232? What did I do? You can click right here on dinner. It is in green, so it's a little different color for like a hyperlink. And you can then go in and see what all those charges were. There is zero tax showing here. We do have a tax line because staff are charged tax, any contractors from outside are charged tax, but residents are not. So we have that set, so don't panic. The tax is showing zero for all residents, but it is in the system for others who do have to pay tax. You will also see how many points that will be expired. As you know, if you have 350 points at the end of the month, 50 points would expire. So it would show you 50 points expired because you can only carry over 300. And then it also shows you at the beginning of every month the additional 300 points that you earned for that month. Again, there's lunch. Lunch and dinner are the two main ones. The groceries, I think it still shows as dinner. We are working on that as well so that it is more meaningful so that you'll be able to see. But it will be individual items that you ordered on your grocery list so that when you do click in there, you would know that that's what it is. Back to the home page, the one thing that we will be rolling out is table reservations, which is this cube right here. That will begin December 1st. If you already have reservations scheduled through Table Agent, Kelsey will be transferring those reservations over. Those that are in December, they will be transferred over. So when this goes live, it actually has the open availability and doesn't overlap with anybody. It will not send an email confirmation, but what it will do is it will show right here on your schedule of what you have coming up. If you have a reservation, it should show here. You can change that by the next 7 days or the next month, just to see what you have coming up. And in this case, I tested it for December 5th, and then I went in and canceled it, so you can see that I canceled that. But that's how it notifies you here. There's also notifications telling you that it's been canceled, that it's been confirmed. So there was a question of, will you get an email notification as a reservation confirmation? No, it will not come to an email, but it will show here on your schedule. Much like Katie, the dining menu is something I know everybody likes to see. You know, day to day, the buffet. We are working on getting that into the system here to be able to show you what's coming up. Events and committees, that is the engagement side. Those are not active right now. You may be able to get in and see some stuff, but it doesn't really go much further than that. So that will be rolling out a little bit later as we continue to develop the system. Okay. Any questions? Go back over anything anybody needs. Yes, ma'am.
Please repeat that about the points that are lost at the end of the month or something about that. You said 50 points.
So if you have points that are over 300 at the end of the month, anything over that 300 will expire because you can only carry over a max of 300.
So it shows up there on that third line down.
Yeah, I mean, you would see expired credits. In this case, it showed 0. I think we were just kind of messing with it. But I have seen on accounts that it will tell you if it's 25 points. It will show 25 points expired, so you'll see only 300 carried over.
I got lost at the beginning. I think I'm all right with the middle. But
Okay.
So do we all need to go home and download?
So no, what you will do, look at the last page.
Yeah.
Let me get my-
So what you got,
yeah.
we'll already be there. We don't need to do
Yeah.
the downloading part.
You will get an email that will be a link in that email that will direct you to this exact login.
Oh, okay. So then we just start here. So the downloading pages, we can ignore those.
Yeah, if you have an iPhone or an Android, you're more than welcome to download it. We can help you with that. We just kind of wanted to start with the most simplest way of getting into the system to kind of navigate, and then we can help with any apps being downloaded on devices.
Well, does that mean that after we've used that email once, are we gonna need to download it, or will it somehow magically be there?
No, when you go through the link, you'll get your login. Well, you've already got your login, but you will reset your password, and that will be your browser access. And then if you download the app, you will use that same login information downloaded on your phone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. No.
Okay. Yeah, it will be the same login information on the app as it is on the browser. We did test, you can have it on your laptop open, and then you can also have it on your phone and the app open at the same time. So it won't kick you out of one just because you've logged into another.
And we can help you save it as a favorite or an icon on your desktop.
Oh, okay.
So all you have to do is point click.
What about the second part?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was just gonna ask a question that you've already answered. So by using the link and logging in, then somehow it will automatically appear on our desktop, or do we need to do some work to get it to appear on our desktop?
Yeah, it won't be automatic, but I'm glad to come and help you. Okay.
so, once that app comes up, let me just log out right here for a second, and I can show you all how to save it as a favorite, just because that's the simplest thing for me, because I'm at my desktop all day long. So I'm gonna log in under the test, but you're gonna come to the screen. Go up here under the star. I know that's kind of probably hard to see. I can't make the screen any much bigger. You're gonna click on the star, and it pops up Kindle Connect Cubigo, which is, or it may say something different. I think it comes up like that because that's how I saved it. You can change that name to whatever is more meaningful for you all and save it. So when I go to log in, I go to a new page. This is not supported by Internet Explorer, so you have to go through Chrome or another browser. And I'm gonna go right here and go to my Kindle Connect Cubigo, because it's saved under my favorites. And it will take me directly to that same login screen. So we can certainly help you guys with setting up that favorite, but that is kind of if you're at your desktop, laptop all the time, that's the easiest way to access it. Yes, sir.
So when you're talking about favorites, you're talking about bookmarks, right?
Yes.
And so how do you change the location of a particular favorite? And in other words, if you go into bookmarks, you can't just click on it and move it. That doesn't work. How do you change the location of your bookmarks?
So are you talking about like putting it up here at the top?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I did was you can click on that little arrow, find it once you save it in your favorites, and you can drag it up here. You see that little mark and how I move it? It's a little bar, and I can drop it right there. If I don't like it there and I want it at the very beginning, I can move it over here and save it here. So you can move these around, and then, sorry, clicked on that, but we can help you with that if you guys get stuck. We can certainly help with that.
So does this mean we're not getting the menus weekly from Kelsey?
The menus will still come out. Yeah, we are just looking to add it here. Hold on, let me get back in there for you guys, sorry. Yeah, Kelsey will still send the menus out. We're just looking to put it here. So if you miss that in your email or something, you can easily access it here as well.
I'm a repeat in the training session. It didn't all sink in on the first one, so pardon this.
No, you're fine.
I found the handout confusing because it depicts, I forgot which page, the page that says download and access Kindle on iOS and Android looks just like a little tablet also. But then you look back on the next page and it says access from a computer browser, and it looks like some little tablets also. My guess is that most people use either one of those devices via a browser.
Yes.
Via a browser. So, I got very confused. So, I tried to log in fact, did log in, using the photograph, keep this up here close to myself, that shows access Cubigo from a computer browser. Because my little device looks just like that. And I just typed in the URL that's listed there, or whatever, and it worked just fine until I had other problems with it. It seems like to me, most people don't need 3 ways to access that, and it gets confusing.
Yeah, understood. And it has all different options. We have various levels of technology mindsets. So we wanted to be able to give everybody, whatever they would prefer, which is why I suggested that we just start with that computer browser. And then for those that are more advanced, they can move on with, downloading on the app on their phone if they want it, right there at their hands all the time or not, so.
Well, given that you can get confused, I used the wrong one based on the photographs, and it just happened automatically. And I got, not that page, but the first page you came up there, I didn't have to actively download anything. It just showed up. Yeah, because I always use a browser when I'm using a tablet.
It worked.
But it's confusing for sure. I mean, that's where I struck out
Yeah.
with other issues.
Anybody else have a question?
I've got a question up here.
Okay, the large picture of the bearded gentleman up there in the corner, did I understand you to say my mug shot was going to appear in there?
No,
No, I'm
not
going
there.
to click on him every time I want to get to my portal.
No. This is white page, so we cannot change any of this. This is a TKC setup. Your profile picture will be right here in this top right corner. I know it's very hard to see, and unfortunately, I can't make it too much bigger. Right here.
Way up there, little weenie thing.
Yes. So that's how you would access your information.
Okay, thank you.
Stephanie, from that page right there, show us how to go to see what's for lunch today.
So we don't have that built yet, and that will be right here at the bottom, the dining menu. And as you can see, we don't have that in there, so we're
Okay.
working on getting that uploaded so that you guys would have a one-stop shop for that.
Thank you so much.
Kelsey may be able to tell us what's for lunch today.
Don't put me on the spot like that.
Meatloaf, yes.
No, that's not bad.
I haven't been to the first two sessions, so obviously I'm terribly green. But I don't learn these things until I get on a computer and start pushing buttons. So is it on now so that we can start using this and learning it?
Yes, it is. That's why we wanted to just give you guys the information you needed so you can go in and play around with it, see what's on there,
Okay.
give us some feedback. We will be offering some individual training sessions. We just haven't developed that schedule yet, where you can sign up and come see a few of us for some support if you get in there and get stuck or need some assistance.
Okay, learn by doing, that's what I.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just a quick question. You said, not to get on it until we've received an email.
Yes,
Okay, and that comes out when?
I will send that after this meeting. We did some tracking of attendance.
Okay,
So when I go back to my desk, I will send those notifications to your email, and you will get that. It'll probably be closer to 1 o'clock, just because I have another meeting, but be on the lookout for that.
all right, thanks.
You're welcome. All right. Well, reach out to myself, Becky. If you get in there and get stuck on anything, we're happy to help. We are actively building this, so there's a lot of things that I'm sure we haven't gotten to yet, but we're working on it, so. Oh, yes, sir.
I'm sorry, one more question. Can you link two spouses in one account?
That's a good question, and I thank you for bringing that up because I failed to mention that. No, we cannot, unfortunately, because it's based on individual points. So some of you may see that you have a Cubigo.app login because you maybe share an email, and we could not do that. So we tried to link that email up to one of the two spouses that we felt like it was maybe driven from. But you can still log in under that Cubigo.app. So let us know if you have any issues with that. We have had a few issues with those.
I think I heard you say that we can log in with the same user ID, but different password, a couple can?
Not the same ID. Everybody has individual login. Because the points are associated with each individual person. They're not shared as a couple. And so that's why it had to be built that way. Now, you can go in, for those of you that have that Cubigo and have that shared email and you want to do a valid email of some kind, you can go build a Gmail email, and I can certainly update that in the system to give you a kind of a more meaningful login at that time. But that was just kind of the way we had to do it to get it rolled out.
I think you should stress again, it's how important it is to change the password, because my spouse and I have the same password. I think you must have assigned everybody the same password. So that needs to be emphasized, I think.
As I mentioned, that link that you will receive in your email will, if you go through that link, it will prompt you to update that password. In the event that you navigate and get in there a different way, you need to go into your profile and change it right here. So you will click this pencil as an edit. You will put in the old password, which will be the one on your sheet, and then put in your new password and repeat that.
Can your password be anything you want, some simple thing, doesn't have to have capitals and characters and lowercase?
As far as I know, I mean, it's a simple one that I got you guys to log in, so I don't think that there's a requirement for any special characters or anything like that.
And I know none of you would do this, but just in case you forget what you changed your password to, either Stephanie or I can go in and reset it to the first one, and then you can do it again.
Yes, sir.
Are any characters in your password that you cannot use?
Not that I'm aware of. They have not given me any specifics on what a password should or should not include. Okay. So, number one, wait on the link and change your password, and then let us know if you get stuck on anything, and we're here to help. All right. Thank you all. Y'all have a good day.